All right, got Gustavus Adolphus here, the loser in the first round of the tournament here in Oshkosh. Any opening comments from the head coach?
Yeah, obviously we're pretty disappointed on the outcome of the game. I think fans got to see a pretty exciting game with an extra 10 minutes. Credit to Trine, a quality basketball team. They're physical. I thought they made some really clutch plays when they needed to. Looking back, do I think that we played our best basketball? I'd say no. But the one thing I would say is we left everything on the floor. Both teams, I thought, just really battled. And unfortunately, when you come down to a situation like this, one team's going to come up short. So I'm really proud of our players. You work so hard to get to this point, but really it comes down to just 40 minutes. And so that's the hard part when you have to walk away. But really proud of our team and our effort today. And, hopefully we can work hard to hopefully get back here.
Rachel, obviously dejected after that loss. What more personally do you think you could have done to just go out there and get that win against Trine?
Put the ball in the hoop more. I don't know. I feel like as personally, a little more offensive rebounding. I'm known for that. So, I had 3, I think, but just put the ball in the hoop because that's how you win games.
All right, head on over to Clark. Clark.
Izzy,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Izzy Quick.
Sorry, Izzy Quick. Sorry, my bad.
She's like Caitlin Quick.
Yeah. Sorry about that. What were your overall thoughts on the game? And just kind of take me through those last couple minutes in double OT.
Yeah, it's tough. We worked really hard. Going to double overtime, it's really hard to have those extra minutes. Play kind of have a short bench in the end of that game, so it was tough. But we fought till the end. We worked really hard. We did everything we could, and that's all you can ask for in every single teammate that steps on the court. And I'm positive that everyone who went out there worked as hard as they could and did exactly just that. So you can't ask for anything more.
All right, I'll turn it back over to Coach Kelly one more time. Coach, made the NCAA tournament 3 times in a row. What does that say about your program as a whole?
I think that every player team goes into their season hoping to have that kind of experience. I've really explained to the juniors and seniors, the seniors are COVID freshmen. The juniors have never known life not in postseason play. And when you think of all the student athletes that go through a season, the percentage of them that get to do it one time is so small. And to do it 3 times, that's incredible. This team has done things that no one has ever done at Gustavus in women's basketball, and they've left their mark in the record books. That doesn't really appease you today. It definitely we're short of where our expectations of where we thought we were. The analogy of it's like a drug. When you get here, you want it so badly every time you have it, and so I try to really remind us not to take it for granted, but also to sit back and appreciate what you've earned. And no one gives you this. You earn it in hard work and sacrifice. And unfortunately, just when it ends, I said to them in the locker room, there's only one team that doesn't feel like this at the end of the NCAA tournament. All 63 that don't hold the trophy at the end feel the same agony at the end. And that's what athletics is. That's why you see grown men cry in the NBA after a loss. It's just, there's so much heart and energy and emotion in it. It's why I do this job. It's why these athletes sacrifice and give so much to our program. They represent our Gustavus and our women's basketball program with just in the classroom, in our community. I'm just so proud of them. The sad part when it ends is you don't get to be together all the time, and I think I just really enjoy being with them. So.
All right, we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, Coach, you shot just 38%. That was a season low, and 2 for 19 from 3-point. But you're still 1 possession away from getting there. So, what's that tell you about your team and the resolve just to stay that close?
Yeah, it just wasn't a pretty game for us. We're a team that just relies heavily on team basketball, a lot of assists. We were just really opposite of what we typically were. But here, even though we didn't play well in the first half, it's a 2-possession game, and so you kept thinking it was going to turn, and kind of felt like it was going to happen. Now again, I want to give credit to Trine. Their defense took us out of our normal play, and they're more physical than anybody we've really played in our league like that. So I give them credit. I really felt like they took us out of Gusty basketball. But I think the fact it was so close shows the heart and the determination and the fight that's in them that made the difference up between the 2-19 and 38% shooting. I think we can learn a lot from this game, and it's hard to talk about that now in a locker room, but I think as time passes a little bit, I think that it really puts a carrot out to those players that want to change their role to see kind of what you need to do and how good you need to be able to compete at this level. And so I hope this drives us and motivates us to work even harder we have a good core group coming back again. So I think that this just is an opportunity to refocus and find a way to hopefully be sitting here again on the other side of the table.
Izzy, I know the loss is tough, but you had 25 wins this season and 3 straight MIAC playoff
26
championships.
wins, by the way. Let's just change that up. 26 wins, right?
26, sorry.
It's not short us.
But how would you describe this season? You know, obviously this is tough, but leading up to this point, you know, you guys had a lot of wins and a lot of success. So how would you describe this year?
It was nothing short of amazing. I can't express enough how hard this team works, how much we love being in the gym with each other, and how much we want it. We simply just want it. All of us on the team, we fight for the same goal. It's so great to have a team that is just so close with each other and best friends. Like, we seriously do everything together, and this season has just been amazing. The competition, we push each other hard, we work hard for each other, and we seriously don't do it for anyone but our teammates. So it was great. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah. And Rachel, you know, I know it's tough to look towards next year, but how do you build off of a season this successful going to next year? Like Coach Kelly said, you got a lot of parts coming back. So how do you build off of this year?
I don't know, our core group has never not been here, so it's kind of just like we kind of have that expectation every year to do it, and especially with having majority of our starters back, if not everyone, it'll be the same expectation per usual. I always say same crap, different year. That's what our motto is, because it is, like, I always say it's not that deep, it's basketball, but we have the same expectations every year, and that's why it's tough, because we knew we could have been way past this point. So just one game doesn't define us.
I feel like for one of the things the MIAC is a league, you know, I played in as a player. I really think it's an amazing league. When you come into the tournament, you know, there's this extra burden I think you feel, at least as a coach, that you want to go out and represent those other 11 coaches and their programs in your conference. And I think that I'm a little disappointed in that as well, because we have a really great group of teams, and would have loved to kind of, for all of them, you feel like you're representing the MIAC, would love to have gone forward, but I think that it does drive you to want to get back to this position again. So really proud of them.
All right,
Great.
that concludes the press conference with Gustavus Adolphus, and hope to see you next year.
Thank you.
How we're hosting.